So if I had to pick between two agents and one was in the business for a longer period of time but does a lower level of yearly activity, or between an agent that's been in the business for less time but does a high level of activity. I mean, I do the math on both because you have to do the math, but I would probably pick the one that was in the business for less time but had a higher activity level. And here's why. So let's say we had someone in the business for 10 years, but only does 5 deals a year. So they've done 50 transactions throughout their tenure. You have another agent that's been in the business for 5 years, but they do 30 transactions a year. Well, that's 150 transactions that they've done. That's a lot more business and experience to lean on that would help them throughout their daily endeavors in real estate. You know, if you have the best of both worlds, a long tenure of experience and a high number of transactions, then obviously that's the best out of the two. But that person that has 150 transactions over the 50, that's 3 times the number of deals they've negotiated through, 3 times the number of agents they've had to negotiate with, 3 times the number of properties that they've seen, right? 3 times the number of issues they've encountered, right? That they've had to work through. Even though there is merit to time in the business, I think there is more merit that should go towards activity level, because that person would also probably be more current because they would have dealt with more transactions in the current market. So out of the two, I think I'd pick a higher level of activity over a higher number of years in the business. But again, if you got both, that's the best of both worlds. And if you're new, don't get too worried because you can catch up by just doing more business and more deals.